Dear student, in this video section, you are going to learn 7th standard chemistry. The title of the lesson is Changes Around Us. In Changes Around Us, in this lesson now, we are going to see physical changes and chemical changes. So first physical changes. So in the earlier video section, you understood very clearly definition of physical change and the characteristics of physical change. Now in this section of video, you are going to study states of, that is changes of state. What is that? What you are going to study? Changes of state. Changes of state. This you are going to study now. Then we go for the topic. Okay. So here generally there are 5 changes of state. How many changes of state? 5 changes of a state of a substance. So namely from solid to liquid. From solid to liquid. This is called, what is that? Solid converted into liquid. This is called melting. Okay. The second change of state is liquid to gas. From liquid to gas, this is called vaporization. What is that? Vaporization. The third one is liquid gets converted into solid. What is? From liquid to solid, this state is called freezing. What is that? It is called freezing. Next one, again gas gets converted. What is? From gaseous state to liquid. From gaseous state to liquid, this is called condensation. What is that? Condensation, gaseous state to liquid. Last, that is change of state is from solid to gaseous state. Solid to gas. This is called sublimation. This is called sublimation. So these are the 5 major changes of state. What are they? Solid gets converted into liquid. That state is called melting, that process. Liquid to gas, that process is vaporization. From liquid to solid, that process is freezing. From gas to liquid, that process is condensation. From solid to gas, that process is called a sublimation. Okay. So among these, melting and vaporization, this sublimation. What are they? Melting, vaporization and sublimation. These are all endothermic process. What is that? Endothermic process. And you know what is the meaning of the term endothermic? Endothermic process. This process takes place by absorption of heat energy. This process requires heat energy. That's why this is called endothermic process. The heat energy either we are applying, either we are heating the substance or the substance acquire the heat energy from the surroundings, that is from the surrounding of air. Especially this melting, vaporization and sublimation. This is also requires heat energy. So these processes are endothermic process. This should be understood. You should listen carefully. Endothermic. What are they? Melting, vaporization, sublimation. These processes are endothermic. Then 3 over. Remaining 2. The freezing and the condensation. What is freezing and condensation? Opposite of this. This is exothermic process. Freezing and the condensation. These 2 processes exothermic. What is the meaning of exothermic? The meaning of exothermic is while a substance changes to other state, Why the process is taking place? By releasing of heat energy. What is by releasing of heat energy? The heat energy released from that, the substance is obtained. Such a process is called exothermic. Exo means it is heat. Exo, it is releases, thermal is heat. So even when the substance gets converted from liquid to solid, by releasing of heat energy, the substance is formed. Even gaseous, when the gaseous, by releasing of heat energy, then only it becomes liquid. That means on cooling, it becomes a liquid. Such a process is called condensation. So in this also heat energy is released out. So these two processes are exothermic, melting, vaporization, sublimation. These processes are endothermic. Okay. So these melting, vaporization, freezing, condensation, sublimation, these are all comes under physical change. What is it? Everything comes under physical change. Physical change. Okay. Let's see one by one in all the process in very detail. First we go for melting. What is the first process is called melting. So what is the definition of melting? It is a conversion of solid state into liquid. What is the definition? Solid gets converted into liquid. This is on heating. This takes place on heating. Solid, the substance in solid state gets converted into liquid. This process is called melting. For example, we take ice cubes or ice cream. You are very interested about ice cream. All of you mostly like ice cream, no? So that we take as an example. We take ice cream. But ice cream kept in a room temperature for a 5 minutes or 2 or 3 minutes, kept in a room temperature. After some times, when you looking the ice cream, what happened? Good, ice cream melts. Ice cream melts. Can you say what is the reason for that? Can you say what is the reason for that? Yes. Ice cream absorbs the heat energy from the surrounding air. In surrounding air, actually at room contains air. That air is absorbed by the surroundings, so that the solid state of ice cream will become liquid. So this to be happened. Understood? So that's why the ice cream that is the solid, ice cubes, solid, when it become water. Understood? So water is in liquid state. So this process, ice cube becomes to water. That's heating. Actually, it absorbs the heat energy. Room temperature itself. The room temperature, that is room contains air, so that air is absorbed by the ice cream, that become water, that become liquid state. So this is that this takes place in melting. This process is called a melting. So here in ice cube there is particles present and water also particles present. So in this there is no new substance is formed. No new substance is formed. The substance which are present in that the same thing. Only what is changes? The state of substance is changes. Solid state gets converted to liquid. That's all. So there is no new substance formed here. So the melting the process is physical change. This is physical change. This is the process is physical change. There is no new substance is formed. Only the state, solid state gets converted to liquid. That's all. On heating, it takes place on heating. Understood? So by absorption of heat energy, the substance become liquid. So this is physical change. No new composition, that means no new substance is formed. So this is one example of melting process. So in melting, this is a things takes place. The solid gets converted into liquid. So this is next we go for in that how the particles are present. How the particles are present. Actually, in solid, the particles are closely packed. What is this? In solid, the particles are closely packed. While heating, the particles it releases. That means there is a gas in between the particles. In the energy, that energy is called kinetic energy. On heating, the kinetic energy gets out. That means it releases, so it becomes liquid. Understood? There is a small gas is present. So this is about the melting. Next, we go for the next process is called vaporization. Next process is called vaporization. Generally, vaporization are of two types. One is called boiling, another one is called evaporation. Now we go, what is boiling and what is evaporation? Actually, boiling takes place by heating. It takes place by heating. For example, water is heated, it becomes water vapor. Example, water to water vapor. Water to water vapor. So water, while heating, it becomes water vapor. It is an example of boiling. But evaporation, it takes place naturally. So this is a natural process. Evaporation takes place naturally. So how evaporation takes place naturally? No, for example, wet cloth dry. When wet cloth dry out, so the cloth absorbs sunlight, so it releases water from it, so that become dry. Wet cloth will become dry, so that process takes place naturally. So that's why this should not require any heat energy from us. So this is the evaporation is natural process. It is wet cloth to become dry. So this is natural process. So let's see this process in detail, boiling and evaporation. So the definition of boiling, it is we know that conversion of liquid state into vapor state. Conversion of liquid water will become vapor water. This takes place on heating. Liquid water gets converted into vapor. That is, liquid water gets converted into vapor, and it's vapor. So this takes place while heating. This process is called boiling. Understood? So here boiling. Also, this is one of the state. There is no new substance is obtained, because here only the state is changing. Liquid gets converted into gaseous state. Vapor state, it is called gaseous state. Here liquid gets converted into gas. Only the state is changing. No new substance is formed. So this is boiling, also one of the physical change. This you should understand. What is boiling? Also one of the physical change. In boiling, when water is heated, what is 200 degrees Celsius? When water is heated to 100 degrees Celsius, that actually this point is actually called boiling point. It reaches boiling point. When water is heated to 100 degrees Celsius, it starts boiling. Actually, it starts boiling. And releases water vapor. So that point, that particular point, in which particular point the water starts boiling, such a point is called boiling point. So boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. So in that, actually the water molecules break down. The particles of the water breaks down. That means here, for example, we take this. So actually, in liquid state, the particles are closely packed. The particles. On heating, when it reaches 100 degrees Celsius, the particles are. It is in the release. there is a gap. There are gaps in between the two particles. Intermolecular space. This is intermolecular space is high, but in liquid intermolecular space is low. So there is a big gap in between two particles of your water. So these, by breaking out of this gap, it requires heat energy. So at in which temperature, in which particular point the water starts boiling, that particular point is called 100 degrees Celsius. So that only thing you should understand here, boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. Next we go evaporation, how evaporation takes place. So in evaporation, this is one of the process. Here also there is a conversion of liquid into vapor. In this process also same thing. This is conversion of liquid into vapor, but this is happened naturally. This is happened naturally. For example, here solid substance separated from solid liquid mixture. What is the evaporation process? What takes place? Solid substance, it's separated from. It's separated. These solid substances separated from solid liquid mixture. Solid liquid mixture. When I am saying this, you may have that idea. Solid from solid liquid mixture. Yes, that is salt. Salt is separated from seawater. Salt is separated from seawater. So for this, which is requires no, this process takes place in this. Salt from the seawater. For this, which is the process takes place in this evaporation process. Seawater will be collected in one particular area. So after leaving that by nature, from the sunlight, the water become water vapor, and all the water is become the water vapor. At the end, when we see that, we could see there is the salt is present in that. Salt is present in that. So that by separating salt from the seawater, which is the process is used evaporation process. What is the name of process? Evaporation process. Understood? This is about vaporization. So there are the two types of vaporization. One is boiling, another one is evaporation. We go for the next one. What is the next process? We go for the next process. It is freezing. Freezing. So the freezing, it is the process which takes place conversion of liquid into solid. Liquid into solid. This is on cooling. This freezing takes place on cooling. Liquid state gets converted into solid state on cooling. This process is called a freezing point. Okay. Now take water. Liquid. It is liquid water. We are allowing to cool. That's we are keeping water into refrigerator. At particular point, the liquid water gets converted into solid, gets converted into ice cube. When at what temperature the liquid water gets converted into ice? No, at 0 degrees Celsius. When at 0 degrees Celsius, the liquid water gets converted into ice cube. This point is called freezing point. Freezing point of water. Freezing point of water. That is at particular point at 0 degrees Celsius, when actually that liquid water becomes, it is reduced its temperature to 0 degrees Celsius. By the time it starts freeze, it freezes. That particular point is called freezing point. So freezing point of water is 0 degree Celsius. This you should be keeping in your mind. This is very important. In earlier, melting, that is in boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. Here freezing point of water is 0 degrees Celsius. At 0 degrees Celsius, it starts freezes. This you should be keeping in your mind. This is about freezing. Here that actually the liquid, when it cooled, when allowed to cool, the particles are, it moves into very closer and closer. It moves very closer by closer. Then it will become ice cube. That is a solid. You know that actually solid particles are closely packed, very closely packed. Then that of liquid. So liquid, there are some loosely packed particles are there. By cooling, the loosely particles gets closer, that become solid. So here the things happen in that freezing. The next process is called condensation. What is condensation? It is a process by conversion of gas state will become liquid. This takes place on cooling. This process is called condensation. What is gaseous state will become liquid. This state of conversion takes place only on cooling. This process is called a condensation. Understood? So here conversion takes place, gaseous state to liquid. Then you know liquid to gas. This on heating. This process takes place on heating. This we know is evaporation. So this is in opposite of this, in reverse of this, when gas on cooling will become liquid, this process is called condensation. Understood? So condensation takes place when vapor, gaseous part of a particle, when that vapor, when it's cooled, when it allowed to cool, that will become liquid. Understood? That will become liquid. So there actually the particles are in gaseous state. The particles are loosely arranged. There is a gap in between the particle. When it allowed to cool, these particles are loose. This comes very closer, so it will become this. So this process is called condensation process. This process is called a condensation process. While cooling of a gaseous state, it will become liquid. This process is called a condensation process. This is about condensation. So actually the condensation also one of the physical state. It is one of the physical change, because no new substance is formed. Only here the change of state is changing. That's all. The state of change, the state of matter. Here gaseous state will become liquid state. Only the state is changing. No new composition are formed. There is no change of composition. Only which is changing. The state of thing is changing. Here gaseous state will become liquid. So this is also one of the physical change. Okay. So this is about condensation. Next we go for sublimation. Next what is that? Next process is called a sublimation. It is a process in which solid gets converted into gas. What is the solid substance is directly converted into gas. This is also takes place on heating. Generally, you know, when the solid substance is heated, that will become liquid. When the liquid substance is heated, that becomes gaseous state. But in the sublimation, the process sublimation, when the solid substance is heated, without changing liquid state, it's directly converted to gaseous state. Such a process is called sublimation. Understood? Solid gets converted into gas. For example, we take camphor and naphthalene balls. When camphor is lighted, that is when camphor is heated at puja time, you may observe the camphor does not change into liquid. There you could observe the vapors are forming. It's burned by releasing of vapor, not it become liquid. So when the camphor is heated, that will become not liquid, that will become gaseous form. So this is an example of sublimation process. Camphor and naphthalene ball also. So this is about sublimation. So here the solid particles gets converted into gas. In this also no new substance is formed. What is no new substance is formed? There is no chemical composition or changing. So this sublimation process also one of the physical change. What is this sublimation process also one of the physical change. Sublimation process also one of the physical change. This is about sublimation. So last topic of this changes of state is we go crystallization. What is that? Crystallization. Crystallization. Crystallization process is a continuation of evaporation process. Continuation of evaporation process. In evaporation that we know the salt it's separated from the seawater. After separation of salt from seawater, there are some particles are mixing. There are unwanted things are waste particle or unwanted things are mixed in that. So now, after collecting the salt, what we have to do? Now we have to do the crystallization that make salt into crystal form. So that process is called crystallization. It is a process that it takes place hot, that is keep hot. Concentrated, saturated solution will become into crystal. Such a process is called crystallization. Understood? The substance to make it into crystal, such process is called crystallization process. So here we take an example for that. We take 100 ml of water in beaker. What is 100 ml of water in beaker? We add a copper sulfate crystal into it. That is copper sulfate crystal. CSO for the formula of copper sulfate. Copper sulfate crystal into it. Actually, copper sulfate salt, it is in blue color. When copper sulfate salt is added into it, while on heating the 100 ml of water, it can be dissolved easily in it. So it can be added continuously. When we have to stop now, at particular time, particular point, copper sulfate does not dissolve. Even when we are added, it becomes a solid form. So such a time, at particular time, we have to stop by adding the copper sulfate into it. Even we should not be add further. So such a when we have to stop. So how much we are added in the copper sulfate? That entirely dissolved in water. Now we collect the beaker. So that solution will become saturated solution. We have to allow the solution will become cool. We have to allow the solution will become cool. After allowing that, we can be divide the crystal form of copper sulfate very clearly. That is very clear. Actually, the crystalline clear the word. So the crystal form of copper sulfate we can be separated from that. This is very clear form. So in this manner, we can be do the process. That process is called crystallization process. Understood? Crystallization process. The salt will make it into crystal form. This is also takes place by cooling. This is also one of the physical process. This is also another physical process. So that this is one of the physical change. The crystallization process also one of the physical change. Here only thing is no new composition is formed, only the state is changing, that's all. This is about the crystallization process. Yes, student. So far we have discussed the changes of state. What are the state we have discussed it? Good. Melting. What is called melting? The solid will become liquid is called melting. So second we have discussed it. Good. Vaporization. There are two types of vaporization. One is called boiling, another one is called evaporation. What is boiling? The conversion of what is liquid will become vapor. So there is a boiling point. What is boiling point of water? Good, 100 degrees Celsius. There is the evaporation. It is a natural process. It takes place at a by sunlight. So next process, next state we have seen now, freezing. Freezing takes place by conversion of liquid state will become solid. So freezing point of water is 0 degree Celsius. Freezing point 0 degree Celsius. So next state we have discussed what is condensation. What is condensation? The gaseous state will become liquid. The gaseous particles will become liquid. Conversion. That conversion takes place. That's called condensation. So next we have discussed sublimation. Sublimation, it is a process which solid gets directly converted into gaseous state without changing of liquid state. That is called a sublimation. Last topic we have discussed crystallization.